Yo, hope you guys are doing good. It's Dr. Valentine. I thought I'd come out here and give you guys some tips. So, this is the reason why you are not improving. Okay. I'm going to keep it brutal, I'm going to keep it honest. And yeah, so a lot of the points I'm going to say, these are things that you're going to find that you're actually continuing, you're doing quite often, and these are things that you need to eliminate from your life in order to find improvement. Okay, so let's start the hard truth. Let me start with something that a lot of people do not like hearing, and that is you are lying to yourself. So you're not lying to your parents. You're not lying to your friends. You are lying to yourself. Here is a common thing that a lot of people say. Okay. So every time you say, let me start tomorrow. Okay. Let me start tomorrow, and you don't start tomorrow, you are programming your mind to continually not start. You're basically training yourself in that kind of in that kind of attitude, to continually not start a project that you have set for yourself. Every time that you miss that opportunity to start, because you say, okay, let me start tomorrow, I'm going to hit the gym tomorrow, and you end up not going to the gym. You know what you've done? You've basically programmed your mind. In your mind, there's basically, how do I say, whether it's subconscious, whether it's what, another part of you is watching every single thing that you do, everything that you say that you're going to do, and you end up not doing. There's another part of you that is watching you. Okay. So every time you don't do it, you're basically limiting yourself. You're basically, things are going to get worse. So every time you say, I'll start tomorrow, I'm tired, I didn't have time. You've got 24 hours in the day. There is always time. There's always time to get the job done. Okay. 24 hours is a long time. You wake up in the morning. Okay. Let's say you wake up at 7. Okay. Have your shower, read the Bible, meditate on the word of God, plan out your day. You see, don't just wake up, go straight to the phone and start scrolling. That is the biggest, dream killer of all time, is the phone. And the phone has been set in this day and era to basically weaken you. And a lot of people are addicts. Okay. A lot of people are addicts. Sometimes even I find myself spending too much on the phone, but there's something that you can do on the phone. You can basically set a time, time limiter, or rather, let's not make it complicated. Just say to yourself, okay, this is the amount of hours that I'm going to spend today on my phone. And once these hours are up, I'm going to cut the phone. Okay. And that is all you have to do. Okay. So these are the 3 points I want to know. Okay. So every time you say, I'll start tomorrow, I'm tired, I didn't have time, you're basically telling yourself, I don't take my own goals seriously. And the brain makes that realization. And every goal and everything that you plan, you always end up doing the same thing. You never end up starting. Okay. So that is the truth. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your habits. Okay. So comfort is killing you. You've built a life where you are too comfortable. Comfort eating. Okay. Some people, they get emotional. They get, things start getting, so they start, eating, because the brain is telling them, okay, I am going through a stressful period. I'm going through a hard time. Let me eat something good. Let me increase that endorphins. Okay. We got something called endorphins or dopamine in the brain. When you eat foods that is really nice, your brain, makes these happy hormones, which, can make you feel happier. But that is not the way to go. Rather than comfort eating, why don't you go to the gym? That is the best thing to do. So comfort scrolling, comfort excuses, comfort friends who don't challenge you. Put yourself, your circle is so important. Okay. If you have 3 friends, we can tell what kind of person you are from those 3 friends. If those 3 friends are not challenging you, if those 3 friends are not telling you, let's go to the gym, if those 3 friends are not telling you, let's get to know God, if these 3 friends are not telling you, let's go and study, let's start a project, let's start focusing that will actually lead to success and development, those type of friends are not good. It's best to find friends that will help push you, that are trying to do something. That way you yourself, you find yourself, focusing and trying to get something done. Okay. So the next thing, what actually changes you. Okay, so here's the formula nobody wants to follow. Okay, so remove distractions from your life. The phone is number one. Okay, two is friends that are not gonna let you focus. Friends that constantly are nagging. Come on, let's do this, let's do that. You know what I'm saying? It's good, and it's good to do these kind of things. Like, it's good to socialize, all of that is a good thing, but you need to set yourself a limit. When it's time to work, it's time to work. And three, build a routine you don't negotiate with. Okay, when you say that you're going to do something, stick with it, get it done. Start with the simple things first. Okay, if things are quite difficult and you're finding it difficult to do, set yourself little tasks. Say, okay, maybe for example, when it hits in the morning, for example, every morning I wake up, I'm going to do my bed. I've listened to a motivational speech. I think this guy was a soldier or something like that, but he said, wake up in the morning, make your bed. Okay, once you've made a bed, if the day goes poorly or goes terribly, at least when you come back during the day, your bed will be nicely made for you. Okay, and do the difficult things first. Okay, if you can, do the difficult things first. Okay, I know I said like start with the easiest things, but I'm saying start the easiest things if you literally can't motivate yourself to get the hard things done. You see, then you can slowly build up. But what I would say, do the most difficult things first. Okay, because the morning, for example, when you've woken up is when you have the most energy. That is when you're most alert. That is when you're most focused. That is when you've got the fire in you. So start with the most difficult things first, and then slowly, start doing the easier task. The easiest task along the way, and repeat until it becomes your identity. Humans are we are beings of habit. Okay, whatever you continually repeat to yourself and you continually keep on doing, that becomes your habit. For example, some people ask, how do you motivate yourself to keep on going to the gym? How do you motivate yourself to keep on, keep that focus? It is because the people that continue to go to the gym, or continue to do hard things, eventually it becomes your habit and you end up always wanting to do hard things. And, soon it becomes easier. Obviously, pushing yourself at the gym, it's never easy. It's always kind of the same, but your mentality changes, your will changes. You start to get more focused. You start to build a will that cannot be negotiated with. The mindset or the part of you that says, let me relax a little bit, let me sleep for a while. I'll wake up, maybe 30 minutes later, 1 hour later, 2 hours later, and then I'll focus and I'll get the job done. That part of you starts to die. It starts to become whatever you feed your mind with, that is who you become. Whatever you repeat, that is who you become. So keep repeating it. No matter how hard or difficult it gets, keep on repeating the same cycle over and over again. And the more you do this, you find that you will become, you become somebody that you do not even recognize, that people not recognize. They will clock that you have changed. So guys, thank you so much for joining this this session. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I've got more content coming for you. So guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Dr. V out.